He knew what he was talking about. They eventually agreed and gave him a budget of $6 million. Part of John Singleton's inspiration to making the film came when an executive from Orion Pictures came to talk to his class at USC's film school. Singleton told the executives that he didn't like that the movie Colors wasn't about South Central Los Angeles at all, but it was about two white cops. When the exec defensively said that Ice-T wrote the music for the film, Singleton said, to a lot of applause, "Well, Ice-T didn't write the fucking script." Singleton also cited New Jack City as a film that he didn't like and wanted to make this film as different from them as possible.
I'll give you Colors.
But New Jack City...
I mean, it's because of...
I don't know. I don't know. I got this from a documentary and he was talking about it and he didn't say what he didn't like about it.
Is it because of one of the main characters of New Jack City is white?
It might be. I mean, in all fairness, wasn't a lot of white people walking around fucking South Central Los Angeles, so I guess it would make sense that, why would you like that movie if it doesn't seem realistic, right? Because he was trying to go for realism.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Again, it's not out there. I wish it was, because I would have liked to...
I'm just saying that's a movie that we're probably going to cover in the future. So.
Oh, absolutely. Chances are we'll cover both of these at some point.
Yeah.
John Singleton based Trey's childhood on his own. No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Singleton's father was a mortgage broker, like Larry Fishburne's character. When he was 12, Singleton moved in with his father in South Central LA. Like Trey, Singleton stayed out of trouble with his father's guidance and went to college.
Did his father also have a badass nickname?
I would hope so. I couldn't find it, but I would hope so. I just hope he didn't play with those fucking balls. That one scene, they're not Benoit balls, that's something completely different. But that scene, that sound drives me fucking nuts. I don't know why. But that sound that he do. And to their great effect, he uses it in the movie, and you're hearing it constantly throughout during that scene. But
it's good on sound because it's supposed to make you feel uneasy.
Yeah,
it's an uneasy scene where that's featured.
But yeah,
probably the tensest scene in the film.
Oh, it definitely is because you don't know. Well, maybe not. I think the scene following it is probably more tense. Doughboy actually catching up to them. That might be a little worse, but whatever. He was working as an intern. He interned on two of the most polar opposite shows ever, by the way. Worked as an intern for the Arsenio Hall show while writing the script of Boyz n the Hood, which is also where he met Ice Cube. Cube was Singleton's first choice for Doughboy. He approached him at a concert a couple of times.
It's because he is Doughboy.
Oh, well, that's why we're getting at in here. And Cube was reluctant to audition. He thought, I'm a rapper. Who would want to put me in a movie? And let that statement sit out there for the current 2019 audience. A rapper? Who would want to put me in a movie? Is there a rapper out there who is not in a movie?
Maybe nowadays, because there's a lot of SoundCloud rappers who are probably never going to be in a movie. But,
major rappers that you've heard of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He auditioned with a screen test conducted by Singleton himself. So clearly John was just like, you are the guy.
Almost to the borderline, like, dude, I wrote this for you.
This is you. Just deal with it. By both accounts, it sucked, though. Turns out he hadn't read the script. John asked Cube to read the script and try again. He did and loved it and tried again, and of course, he was much better. He later encouraged Ice Cube to write screenplays based on Cube's contribution to the rap lyrics, which resulted in the successful Friday film series, which we've already covered, the first film. John Singleton originally wanted the members of NWA as part of Ice Cube's entourage in the movie. Cube's departure from NWA over a salary dispute resulted in a feud that forced Singleton to recast the roles for Cube's entourage, including the infamous chain snatcher scene where the character wears an Eazy-E shirt and is beaten. That was on purpose. I didn't even notice that at first.
I'm going through Dookie and Chris and Monster. I'm like, who would be who? MC Ren would probably be Dookie.
Chris would easily be Eazy-E.
Yeah. I guess Dre would be Monster.
I guess, yeah. I mean, what about DJ Yella?
That would have been a good movie.
Yeah, I would have watched that. I would have watched the shit out of that.
Not that the actors who played those
No, they were great,
were...
but, I mean, NWA, they were a bunch of characters, man.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see them in a movie. Such a shame how things turned out.
Mm-hmm.
But Doughboy and his crew are based on the Rollin' 60s Crip Street Gang, while Ferris and his crew are based on the Crenshaw Mafia Blood Street Gang.
Name-checked both in the movie.
Very much so, yes.
Yeah.
He was also, and this is where I'm saying, like, he went on to weird shit. He was also a PA, a production assistant, on Pee-wee's Playhouse. Which is where he met Larry Fishburne, who played Cowboy Curtis.
How the hell do you have the vision to see a guy dressed up as a sequined cowboy with jerry curls named Cowboy fucking Curtis?
Do you know why?
You know what? That's going to be the most serious character in my very serious movie about gang violence.
Have you ever heard Larry/Lawrence Fishburne talk regularly?
Yeah, like
he is Billy D. Williams cool.
Yeah, once the camera's shut off, and even though he's dressed up like Cowboy fucking Curtis,
he's probably just sitting there being like, and another thing about...
He's just talking.
Like, he's just like the most chill, fucking coolest human being.
Lawrence Fishburne is one of those people who you can listen to read the phone book.
Oh, absolutely.
And be enthralled the entire time.
Exactly. Like,
so,
hey, Aaron.
Although I'm just saying that the vision that he had proves why he's the man.
Exactly.
You can see Cowboy Curtis and go,
That's the guy. That's my Furious.
Yeah.
He would show Larry version of the script as he was writing it, which led to his casting. No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fishburne is only 6.5 years older than Cuba was in real life.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Like back then?
Yeah.
Like, well, I guess
back when the movie was being made.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's why they just tried their best to old him up, like throw gray in his beard.
But I mean,
put glasses
it doesn't
on him,
help that Cuba Gooding Jr. has, like, for the last 30 years, has looked the same age. Problem is, that age is about 30. So
because he's supposed to be like 20. They're all supposed to be like 20.
They're all supposed to be 17, 18.
Are they?
They're taking their fucking SATs, dude. And one dude's being courted for college. They're supposed to be 17, 18. No. Just no. No,
17-year-olds
no.
looking like Morris Chestnut and Cuba Gooding Jr. and Ice Cube. No.
So, again, Cuba, unfortunately, does look the oldest of all of them because, like I said, he's looked 30 for 30 years. Like, he looks fantastic now. Then you're just like, you're like 22, but you look 30. Now, like, oh, you're 56 and you look 30. I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's such a weird scenario. Like, when I realized how old they were supposed to be, I'm like, oh, that's not right. This is the 90s casting of, I know you're supposed to be a teenager. Let's get 30-year-olds.
They still do that.
They do. But it was so significant in the fucking 90s.
True Hollywood
it's insane.
trope.
Tyra Farrell, who played Doughboy and Ricky's mother, was only 7 years older than Ice Cube and Morris Chestnut. So, they didn't go for older people. Unless you were playing a teenager. I don't know. This is strange casting. Very strange casting. Something I didn't want to see. Will Smith was considered for the role of Trey Styles, but turned it down due to his commitment for The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. No.
No, he's too silly.
He
can be serious. Hey.
He can.
There's movies out there that prove that.
He could not be serious in 1991.
But not Fresh Prince Will Smith.
No. He just could not.
Now, you know.
Now he could, but not so much then.
Because, like, if you remade it, he'd make a great Furious.
In an alternate universe, though, this next one I would like to see. But only in an alternate universe. Considered for the role of Furious, Eddie Murphy.
1991?
No. Again, I would like to see it in an alternate universe, but I don't want to see it.
Because he could do serious, too.
He can, but I don't think he could in 1991. He was also the biggest comedian in the world in 1991.
Yeah. Would have been interesting.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't go for it, but
he's not serious. Because, I mean, again, it's all perspective, right? Because we can only go based off what we've seen, and Lawrence Fishburne had the gravitas and the seriousness to have these real serious life conversations with his son and try to make him into a man.
Yeah.
I don't know if 1991 Eddie Murphy had that in him. He might have, but
I mean, he can do serious now, but I think you got to get to that point. Same with Will Smith. Will Smith attempting to be serious. The first time we attempted to see Will Smith be really serious
was Independence Day.
Is that supposed to be serious?
Yeah.
Oh, well, didn't come off like that.
Nope. No, it did not. Now, did it? I mean, some people could say 6 degrees of separation. I'm like, not really.
More so.
Sure. But again, it's the same thing as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, he did have moments where he had to be serious in that, but
you don't get that until like Ollie and 7 Pounds.
Exactly. Like, it took him a long time to get to that point.
Pursuit of happiness.
Exactly. Like, it's one of those things where he had to get there, so I couldn't see it in this path. Although, again, alternate universe, I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I wouldn't want it to be the movie.
Like I said, if we're making a movie today, he'd make a great Furious.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
No, absolutely. He'd be great now if they were to remake it. That would be the move. Why you would need to? I don't know.
Well, no.
In all fairness, though, half the remakes, why do you need to? Yeah. But, you know. Singleton claims that Cuba Gooding Jr. and Morris Chestnut were cast simply because they were the first ones to show up at the audition.
Thanks, guys.
No, but he actually did like him as well. But it was just like, they were, in fact, the first 2 people. And they kind of joked that after they got cast and everything like that, him and the casting assistant went, well, that was easy. The rest of it, not so much. But it was kind of funny that they got the two of the leads in the first shot.
Other than Larry, they were the 2 best actors in the film.
Oh, certainly. So. The shirt Cuba wears in this first scene of the movie was the same shirt that he wore to the audition. John thought the second he saw him that he was Trey and told him to show up for work wearing that outfit. It's perfect. So that shirt, which I ain't gonna lie, that's fucking striking when you see it. It's like, wow, Jesus, that's well,
it's 90s is all get out.
Yeah, and yeah, but like that's the shirt, and it kind of works because when he rolls up to Ice Cube and he's just like, well, look at you, GQ motherfucker. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Reggie Green, who plays Chris, is paraplegic in real life. His paralysis, like his characters, was the result of gun violence. He was hit by a stray bullet at the age of 6. Dedrick Gobert, who plays Dookie, actually sucked on a pacifier in real life because he was trying to quit smoking. John loved it and put it in the film.
Oral fixation, right?
Yeah. I mean, it really fucking stuff like that does help.
It's either that or a toothpick or something.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing. For me, it was lollipops.
Lollipops?
Yeah, which I have to get back to because I need to quit smoking.
Yeah.
Little personal side note. Unfortunately, Gobert was shot and killed in 1994.
Yep.
Actor, it's going to get dark for a minute, so bear with me, folks. Actor Lloyd Avery II, who plays the gang member that shoots Ricky, became a member of the Bloods after the film's release. He was arrested in real life in connection with a double homicide, sentenced to life in prison, and killed on the evening of September 6, 2005 by his cellmate. The self-hating black police officer was based on a cop with whom Singleton encountered as a kid. Singleton felt it was critical to show this officer to show how racist black police could be towards black people. The actor who played him, Jesse Lawrence Ferguson, passed away just 3 days before John Singleton.
Really? So he just passed away recently as well?
He just passed away as well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I had to throw that in there because I thought that was interesting. That's crazy. Yeah, that is fucked up. Yeah, he died on April 26th.
Well, thoughts with his family as well.
Absolutely.
As well as Mr. Singleton. Because he was in 2 scenes.
Yeah.
And
strong.
Woo!
The dude is a character actor. He's been in a bunch of shit. Look him up. I should have actually...
second scene with the gun and Cuba gun? Oh!
Like, trust me, the guy's been in a bunch of shit. Look him up. Character actor. He is really good. I should have listed a few things he's been in, but look him up. We all have the internet. That's how you're listening to this. Look him up. Definitely celebrate his shit.
And he was also, I'm assuming, the influence on the character that Sam Jackson plays in the GTA San Andreas game.
I would bet money on it, yes.
So, opposite 10 penny.
I would bet money on it just because, I mean, pretty much everything in GTA San Andreas was based on this movie. So yeah. It was literally this movie and Friday, and that's San Andreas. So
there you go.
And if you've never played that, shame on you. You should. It's awesome.
So RIP to him as well. Wow.
Absolutely. That was fucked up. That was a very interesting thing I read.
Small universe sometimes.
Very much. The roles of Trey's mom and Doughboy... What? Sorry. Again, can't read. The roles of Trey's mom and Doughboy and Ricky's mom were cast because John Singleton asked Lawrence Fishburne which 2 actresses he really wanted to work with, and he said Angela Bassett and Tyra Farrell. So they cast him.
Originally, Tyra was cast as Reva, but the producers